What? Oh, on Instagram? Oh, on YouTube. You live right now? That's crazy. Oh, no one's watching. Okay, cool. I mean, also, who you got on YouTube? Um, I don't think I would be able to hear it, but I think
In the state of
if
California,
I
if you are 16 or
put an
17,
AirPod
you can
in
pre-register to vote so
and
you can
have
vote
it
when you're 18.
connect to my laptop,
I want to be ready to make a difference in
that
my
works.
community.
This is exciting. I could be ready to vote and take action.
I want to have a say in the decision-making
But I
process
won't
in
be
government
delayed.
through my vote.
I'm always fucking delayed.
Councilmember Rodriguez.
We'll work very diligently, but
Wait, are you sharing your screen?
as well as the 8 civil service positions.
Yeah, I get that.
These amazing families are going to have the opportunity.
As Americans, we hate a stutter. We really do. Also, you're doing a lot of things. Poor girl is just trying to get in when she fit in. I can see all three. I can see you. I can see the screen that you're sharing, like the YouTube agenda screen. And then I can see myself. He said it feels like a season finale and like low key. That's a little ominous, but it is the end of the year, so I'm just like, hey. Oh, is it really? That was their last one? Oh, that's why they were fighting. That's why it went so long. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, we'll do the hoops. Do I think the hoops are a mistake? Yeah. But do I have to learn some lessons the hard way? Yeah. Have I learned this lesson before? Yeah. Am I going to learn it again? Yeah. My earrings, I don't think I should wear these, but I kind of want to. So I'm like allowing myself to like want that, but I don't think it's wise. But I have to give myself something. Hello. Testing. Okay. Hey. Oh. You better mute. Oh, I thought you said mute. Oh, I'm pinned. I can't see what you're doing. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or not. Intentional. No, I just see the city clerk. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, for sure. I'm a little delayed. That's funny. Because I'm saying one thing and I'm seeing myself on your screen not saying the thing that I'm saying, if that makes sense. Or the thing that I'm doing, if that makes sense. Should I headbang again? Hello, hello. Oh, yeah, this works. What? What? Why can't you put yourself on top of me? Yeah, put yourself on the other side. I can see you, but I can't see you with the city clerk. YouTube? I see me. No, I can't see you for shit. Not this way. All right. Well, I have to charge you. I'm gonna shake some ass. Yeah. Girl, you are not listening. But I have my hoops in. I think I'm headbanging. You think I'm just headbanging to headbang? That's crazy. I don't. Can you send me the YouTube live? Can you email me your YouTube live? Hold on. I said, hold on. Don't unlive. Oh my God. Oh, I'm screaming. Stop it. So also, well, yeah, no word from Diva still. Well, I told you. She like made that ominous like TikTok, and then we haven't heard from her since. Literally. I think someone said that she's at the shelter, but like they can't like actually tell us that she's at the shelter, so we don't know. Eddie dot MP4. Do I have to subscribe to you to watch your live? Oh no, I see that you're live. That's so funny. Okay, please hold. I said please hold. Oh, this is so silly. Okay, hold on. She's back. She's upside down. She's right side up. But I don't see me on this on my I don't see me on the YouTube. Oh, now I do. Oh wow, that's so delayed. Holy oh. How do you I was gonna say, how would you bleep something out? You said you better mind your words. Be the media team, be the change you want to see in the world. Period. But I do see you in the corner, and then I do see myself. That is silly. Okay. I love that it's delayed. It's my shocked face right now. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I didn't watch the whole. I didn't see general public comment. No. Um, I tuned. I tuned in right around when the Jim McDonald of it all. And I think that's when I texted you or some shit. Because the tea was 10. The one thing they'll do is give us a show at the end and the beginning. God bless. You better push. No, mind your business. Oh, but yeah, but that's, I don't. Can I edit my name? I'll be outside. Skin tone, girl, stop it. I was gonna say it's my like email, so I'm not sure if I can edit my name, but yeah, you can hide it.
Councilmember Lee.
President, I'd like to ask, we call special item 41 for an amendment that's being circulated, and, sorry, item 40 that is being circulated at the moment, and I'd like to also request that items 41 and 45 for a separate vote.
So, Mr. Lee, 40 is called special for an amendment. 41 and 45 are separate votes. Thank you, sir. And is there a second to Mr. Bloom?
I guess. I don't think anyone was there for general public comment. I don't like Katie wasn't there, Alex wasn't there. I don't think Sosa went.
All right, what's next?
I think it was just Eric
City
and that
and-
Lagoria.
Nice raids on these restricted organization, community.
Creativity and heart. And Los Angeles is better because of the work she has poured into it and the teams that she has built.
T. No, yeah, that's T. It's obnoxious,
Will
just
be
like the
led by Councilmember-
Halloween. Like, I'm not trying to see you all have joy right now. I'm really not. We're producer, bleep that out. I don't want her names to get her feelings hurt. Oh! I'm mad. I'm sorry. Fuck them. I know. Yeah. I guess it would be my job. I don't know how I would do that necessarily, though.
And to
Then you said we got this on a dream and a prayer. My second phone just like
day.
look.
So if you want to continue on the items, then speak to the items. If not, you're more than welcome to move to general public comment. In fact, if you get off topic again, I'm going to move you to general public comment. Go ahead.
Hey,
Hey,
abogado. I'm speaking on item number 70, I believe, for the record. No. Matter of fact, let's put it on 71, dealing with the civil rights, equity, immigration fucking bullshit. Donald J. Trump does not support immigration, and I support Donald J. Trump. Yeah, Donald J. Trump and I believe that building
All right,
process...
so you have been warned already. You have failed to adhere to that warning. I'm going to move you to general public comment. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Period, Jonathan. Period.
Jingle balls, LA sucks my dick. Dick, ask Terry who put her name on the kiosk. Ho, jingle bells, smoking scan, look.
Still stands.
I do hate him.
And I again invite you to go to my Twitter and set me straight if you think I'm getting something wrong. It's at MACKERM2. And that invitation goes to anyone here and anyone on Smoke and Scan.
Before the next speaker begins, I would like to call up Juana Sotelo, Boxer, Justin Mazer, Catherine Veer Houston, and Brad Marlowe.
Good morning. Which items?
Item 80 and the amendments to item 40.
Okay, so the amendments to item, okay, you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Jason Enright. I'm a resident of Council District 2 and an LA Ford community member. I'm asking Council to support item 80, the Hernandez Blumenfield Harris Dawson motion to build a bench of service providers that can help the city expand its unarmed crisis response program citywide over the next 5 years, and to oppose any amendments to the recent financial status report to increase LAPD funding by $4.4 million for a total of 410 recruits in fiscal year 25-26. Simply put, the city cannot afford these recruits. We are in a budget deficit and need to spend every penny wisely. Every one of these new recruits is a job or a service we will have to cut elsewhere in the budget. Furthermore, these new hires will lead to additional $33 million in ongoing salary costs added to future budgets. While the city is requesting that all of the departments identify 5% reductions in their staffing and services next
year. Yeah. Oh, I know, it's ridiculous. It's like I was on Snapchat like talking about it, and then like because like sometimes I'll like do a snap out of rage, and then I'll like go back doing something. And then I'm like, wait, I don't think they know like why I'm upset. So I came back and I was like, so they're furloughing people. Like that's like their solution to this. And it's like the holidays. They would feel obligated to like, yeah. 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 With our shitty unemployment rate. No. Like you're just like, yeah, it's
Here.
crazy.
Instead, the City of LA should continue to fund and expand the unarmed model of crisis response citywide. In the areas it operates, UMCR has led to a 5% reduction in police calls while costing 40% of what traditional police response costs. UMCR is the most efficient and inexpensive service to increase public and community safety. The $33 million needed to cover these additional police salaries next year could be better invested in expanding the UMCR program citywide.
Speaker, can we hold this
I
time
urge
for a
the council
second?
to vote yes on item 80 and no on the FSR amendment. Thank you. And just wanted to say for general public comment,
Okay,
thank
you have 1 minute.
Thank you everyone for listening this year. You know, I've been coming here a lot to talk about LARSO, talk about all these issues affecting our city. I hope you all have a happy holiday. And I hope as we move into next year, we can all, you know, dream bigger. We can fund things like UMCR. We can expand our city's public safety in thoughtful ways. So thank you all for listening this year, and I hope you have a happy holiday.
Before the next speaker begins, I would like to call up Gord, Veronica, Candido, Luis, Jeanette Lopez, Corey Martins, David Evans, and
Hi, I'm speaking on items of 80, the amendments to item 40, and then general comment.
Okay, so you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Hi, my name is Danielle Williams, and I live in the Beverly Grove neighborhood of Councilmember Yaroslavsky's district. I'm also a community member with
Beverly Grove. Oh, I was gonna say, girl, but yeah, sure.
Ford. I'm here today in support of item 80, which would build a bench of service providers who can help the city expand its unarmed model of crisis response programs citywide. We know that UMCR saves capacity, saves money, and saves lives. LAPD Chief McDonald himself said that unarmed service response programs reduced LAPD calls by 5%, increasing officers' capacity to respond to more critical calls. This is a tremendous saving since a response from a UMCR team costs 59% less than the equivalent LAPD response, $35 versus $85 per the CAO's office. Supporting UMCR and making sure that the bench of service providers grows so that the UMCR can save lives citywide is both the moral and fiscally responsible path forward. Speaking of fiscal responsibility, or rather lack thereof, I will now comment on item 40, which would give the LAPD an additional $4.4 million or over $1 million via Councilmember Yaroslavsky's amendment, because LAPD leadership has chosen to actively ignore their budget in the months since it was approved and are on track to hire 410 recruits, which is 170 more than what their budget allowed for, without seeking any approval from the City Council for the additional funds. The LAPD's fiscal irresponsibility is particularly galling because many of LA City's budgeting issues stem from liability costs resulting from their reckless actions and inability or unwillingness to de-escalate situations appropriately. As the city is projecting another rough budget year with the mayor already requesting 5% cuts across all departments, it is Angelenos who will bear the brunt of LAPD's fiscal irresponsibility, either due to a degradation in services due to layoffs or city workers or an additional increase in fees, likely a combination of both. This isn't just a budgeting issue, it's a governance issue. And now the financial consequences threaten essential city services that millions of Angelenos rely on.
General public comment?
General comment is, just by the way, if the council rewards the LAPD's bad budget behavior, I hope that other city departments take it upon themselves to exceed their budgets without regard for council approval. Because it would be amazing if the Bureau of Engineers Sidewalk Division could just disregard their annual budget and hire an additional 170 workers. It might reduce the 10-year wait time to get a broken sidewalk fixed in this city. Thank you.
Wait, I'm gagged. who is she? Wait, who is she? Who was that? I love her. Who was that? That was cool. Cause yeah, yeah. The LAPD is always over budget. Like, yeah, if you're water and power, go over budget, babe. Just go. Well, they're just gonna throw some people. They're just gonna furlough some people.
Thank you. Next speaker.
What a queen.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
39?
So item 39 is not open for public comment, but you can speak to it during general. So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes. Good morning, council members. My name is Juana, and I'm speaking on item 39. I am proud member of United Steelworkers, Local 8599. Here to ask for your vote and support for the 2024-25 private ambulance service rate adjustment and for a strong no vote on any attempt to deregulate private ambulance service. The ILA created the private ambulance ordinance 30 years ago to ensure everyone had access to safe, reliable service regardless of economic status, race, or religion. This is a 30-year public service, not at risk of deregulation by greedy insurance companies. We cannot let insurance companies gut this vital public service. Deregulating LA City's private ambulance would create a race to the bottom in cost, service, and care, killing companies, destroying jobs like EMS professionals, and devastate the quality of care for our patients.
Let her
Speaker, your
finish,
time has
Jonathan.
expired. So, thank you, Speaker. We have to move on to the next speaker. And if you run out of time during your public comment, please keep in mind you can always leave additional written public comments.
Girl, I don't know what she was talking about. But like, what, like a niche? Do you know what I mean? She said, I'm gonna go Friday and I'm gonna talk about ambulance at a time like this. I'm gonna talk about ambulance. I hate him. Literally, he got mad at me one time because I said, "Will you read it?" And he was like, "No calling out, no interruptions." Fuck off.
Committee for the League of Women Voters of the Greater Los Angeles. We recommend that the council and the mayor approve this motion, which outlines the staffing plan, responsibilities, and priorities of the new Bureau of Homeless Oversight within the Los Angeles Housing Department. Aligned with the League's position statement on homelessness policy, this effort constitutes a first series of steps to centralize leadership, data, and resources to launch effective performance management.
District office, and they've been amazing, and I wanted just to acknowledge that they're here. And career in law.
Act at every opportunity. I have several Section 8 units, a program that needs a lot more support. My average unit is at 60% of market rate, impacted negatively.
hope that we will give up, but we will not and cannot give up because this is far too important to EMS workers, working families, and community members. The ordinance created 30 years ago ensured that everyone has equal access to safe, reliable service regardless of their socioeconomic status. Our members are honored to do this work, and I respectfully ask for you to vote yes to stand with workers and working families, stand with EMS workers, stand with the community, not with insurance companies who put the welfare of the people behind profits. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
City council members. So for decades, Los Angeles has championed tenant protections, and in many ways, rightly so. But in its push to safeguard renters, the city has created a new class of casualties, the small independent housing providers who make up the backbone of our rental.
Sergeants, please do so at the sides or in the back. But before the next speaker begins, Mr. Herman, if you need to talk to the sergeants, please do so at the sides or in the back. Thank you. This is your first and only formal warning. Do not disrupt this meeting. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
All items. Number 72. Number 72 is a motion, Harris Dawson McCosker, and resolution relative to the issuance of revenue bonds for the 75-unit multifamily rental housing development located at 2657 Budlong Avenue. It's an adoption of to the accompanying terror resolution to allow the California Municipal Finance Authority to issue revenue bonds or notes in an amount not to exceed $18 million to finance and or refinance the acquisition of
No. If I know. Good
to see removals from REAP, especially because REAP, the way it works.
3 through 61.
And Pat Barrett.
Okay. And before the next speaker begins, I realize that we've had quite a few speakers come up already, but just to reiterate to everybody, the items that are open for public comment on the agenda are items 1 through 15, item 40, item 41 through 51, item 53 through 61, items 63 through 82, and item 95. Good morning. I assume all items in general public comment? 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general.
Yes, thank you.
He's so shady all the time, bro. I know one person's watching the live right now, but like if you don't know Jonathan, I don't think you will catch the shade, but he's shady like that all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Sorry.
So
3 minutes.
it's kind of hard. I've been trying to work on myself, but it's kind of hard not to come up here and be just really angry. I don't want to call it righteous anger because I don't believe I'm self-righteous in any way. I'm flawed. I'm a sinner. I'm a human. But when it comes to these items here, it's hard not to be upset when you have, I believe it's item 70-something. It's moving money from the affordable housing account into like the Bureau of Engineering to test soil. I mean, do we have more than enough money for affordable housing or something that we can just use it for other shit? I don't think so. There's a lot of REAP items all over this. It's cool to see that there are removals from REAP because I don't think it should be trying to shake down all the homeowners around the city and property owners because you can't manage your own budget. So it's good to see removals from REAP, especially because REAP, the way it works is that if the landlord or the owner doesn't meet their obligations, well, then the money they're supposed to get just goes into a little account, and then when and if they meet those requirements, they just get the money anyway. So it's not really a penalty. You have item 72, which is an $18 million bonds for a quote-unquote affordable housing project over 70 units. But affordable housing is kind of a bullshit word. It doesn't mean anything. All the housing is affordable if you have enough fucking money. And I've tried to get into affordable housing. Some of them require you that your income be like 120% AMI. That's like average, I think like average median income or some shit. That's crazy. If I can afford more than the average person, like I don't need affordable housing. Like that's crazy. And it's not lost on me that a lot of these developments are getting exemptions through, we had a program recently, the ULA thing, and it specified specifically that those developments will have a tax exempt status. So I'm guessing this would be a development like that, which is kind of bullshit. Item 75 is to get the city to be made a officially accredited menopause-friendly city. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means. If you're not going to let a chick take the day off because she's having hot flashes, you're not a menopause-friendly city. So really, the only thing you need to do is if a woman or whoever's having menopause is having a really serious problem that day, they should be allowed to just call out and you give them that paid day. That's it, no questions asked. You don't need to do no report and all this to figure out how do we make menopause-friendly city. Yo, don't tell the chick that's having hot flashes to come in at 7 in the morning and work till 7 p.m. or whatever the fuck you're gonna do, okay? That's all you have to do. It's not that complicated. You don't need to do a big report or whatever. Whatever this officially accredited menopause-friendly city stuff is, it just sounds like more bullshit. Now, I think general public comment?
Yep, general public comment.
It's really disrespectful how y'all have all these side excuse me? How you have all these side conversations and talk and looking at your phones while people are having their public comment. You interrupted somebody else about to speak so you can have another presentation. Where even is that council member that had that presentation? You have John Lee over here talking. You have all these little sidebars. Hugo and Yaroslavsky talking about God knows what. It's ridiculous. It's hard not to be just fucking enraged. But that's their goal. They feed off of hate. Because they're like demons. And we need to not hate them. We need to just forgive them, love them, and like a parent, sometimes you have to just grab your kid by the wrist and take away their toys and tell them that they've been misbehaving. And, you know, this might be controversial, but, you know, I only got spanked once as a kid and I learned my lesson. You know, maybe this council needs to be spanked. You know, the state has a monopoly on violence, and that's why they get to carry on with all this bullshit. And Isabel, you were all sitting in a police car while you had people being cleared out. And Care Plus program is a sham.
Speaker, your time has expired.
Thank you.
Speaker.
I'm gagged. He said Isabel. He calls her Isabel. But I feel like that's low key. Like I feel like her whole body was just like Isabel. I'm sure she gets that all the time. Yeah, it's Isabel. How do we spank him, girl? We've been trying to spank him all summer. How do we spank him, girl? No. They really, really are.
I have to put in 20.
No, it's not. So this is your last
year.
2? I'm zooming in.
Holiday.
Good afternoon.
Pat Barrett, and I'd like to speak
Oh.
on public comment 35 and
but
40.
yeah.
I
So
would
you
like
have,
to.
so you have 1 minute for item 40 and 1 minute for general. So go ahead.
Okay. I would like to thank you for considering the approval of $4.4 million for funding for hiring new police.
Stop.
The investment.
Yeah, fuck her. Oh, gee.
Essential for enhancing public safety in our city.
Oh,
Currently, the facts are concerning. Here are some comparisons with 3 of the largest cities in the
Sadie, I
United
get it.
States, which I have learned during the time in the Citizens Los Angeles Police Academy. New York City covers 472 square miles with 33 officers. Chicago covers 234 square miles with 12,000 officers. Los Angeles covers 469 miles with 8,700 officers. In downtown Los Angeles, including Chinatown and this whole area, we only have 7 cars that go out at night. Given the increasing threats, drones, cyber issues, trafficking, and the World Cup, the Olympics is approaching.
General public comment?
In downtown Los Angeles, including areas like Chinatown, and we need more than $4.4 million in financing for the police. In downtown Los Angeles, including areas like Chinatown, Little
Period. Well, when Sosa and I were talking to when we went to that Chamber of Commerce thing way back in like May or June, June, all LAPD bitches about, even in the police commission meetings, all they bitch about is how they're understaffed and underfunded. And so they asked for 270 officers this year, and they hired like double that. And the fiscal year just started. I don't understand at all. All of us. Because that's what their side does. Thousand percent. 1000%. I know. We're children on the playground. It's crazy. Period. It's like going to be 5 billion next. I think it's the 2026. It's like 5 billion. Maybe yeah.
Little Tokyo and the Arts Central City, South Park, Fashion District, and Skid Row District, we have just 7 patrol cars on duty during a shift with an additional 2 to 4 cars in a 4-hour period. Given the increasing threats, we face drones, cyber attacks, issues, theft, trafficking, and bomb threats. We do not have enough officers.
No. She probably saw like a headline of one article, and that was like, oh, they have drones. Got it. $1,000%. The Chamber of Commerce, dude. The Chamber of Commerce. 1000%.
Protect the citizens, especially with major events like the World Cup and the Olympics. We are subject to burden right now. We are a target today and will continue to be if we do not approve the funding. The $4.4 million for hiring new police officers is not just an investment in law enforcement, it is investment for the safety of the community. Thank you, and I live in District 14.
Thank you. Next speaker.
You better say it. I don't know. I don't know the double digits that well. I just know the white D is 15. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I don't have. No, Verano is like Burbank. Oh no, sorry, Verano. Sorry, no, Verano. Sorry. Yes, 14 is in fact Toronto. She is downtown because Dylan or David. No, Dylan. And Soto's 13. Wow, holy shit. We're rusty, bro. Toronto. Isabel. Oh, 4 is Nithya? $13. Alleged. Alleged.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, sir. May I run through the agenda and see if there are any items called special first,
Sure.
sir?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
hate that she calls him
items
sir.
96 is item held where public comment has been held. Items 97 through 99 are items which public comment has not been held. And it does not appear that there are.
Are there any specials members going once, twice, 3 times? All right, there are no specials. We can go to public comment.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, sir. Ms. Hernandez?
Councilmember Hernandez?
I'd like to move the CAO report on item 99, please.
Is
All right,
there a
99.
second to?
Second.
Okay. Council may now go into public comment, sir.
All right, public comment?
So members of the public who are here to provide public comment for the special meeting agenda, we are now going to open up public comment. Please keep in mind that this is only for the items that are on the special agenda. Again, that is items 96 through 99. So because this is a special agenda, there is no general public comments.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't care. I didn't realize it was their last one because I was kind of wondering. I was like, I know it's December, but
That's when we
like,
can just invalidate it. Building standard.
he
Ronnie
said,
J,
baby, you said
Johnny G,
92?
Elma, and Michael Friedman.
Good
Damn,
morning.
you know-
Which
Thank you.
items?
You just real quick. You had said 96, but it says public hearing has been held for that. Is that available?
So all of the items that are open, that are on the special agenda are open for public comment.
Just making sure.
Yep.
All items, and Officer Duarte should
so
get
you
his
have-
badge removed.
So you have 3 minutes for the items. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. So we have here item 96 is a Plum committee report, and it's amending the municipal code for building standards. Now, this is funny because when the city wants to do something, a lot of times the mayor would just enact an executive, not executive order, an emergency directive, and it just like supersedes everything. So I don't even know what the point of these kind of items are when the mayor can kind of just act like the president and sign orders that just completely invalidate all like municipal code and they don't have to be followed, including building requirements and things like that. Sorry, the Bureau of whatever. Sorry, Officer Duarte fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. He got under my skin a little bit. So I don't understand what the point of municipal code is when we can just invalidate it with emergency directives. We got item 97. It's for a capital project. It says to begin pre-design work with existing
do we have
documents with CR and
Do we have his signal? But you better put some respect on her name. Yeah. I would hit her up. They love each other intensely. Yeah. It's so sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
an R. I don't know what that stands for. To work for you as aides and things like that, administrative assistants. Instead, y'all should be bringing these kids from these juvenile program into your little mock youth city council bullshit and actually mix that up. You know, y'all used to bus kids around so they can interact with each other, and now y'all segregate us even more. Thank you. And fuck Officer Duarte, he's a bitch.
I would like to call up Kando and
Mina Clark. Mina Clark.
Duarte.
Morning with Kami.
Name that.
Oh, it's iconic. It has to be. It has to be. Yeah.
You called it now. So,
So
can
it-
I go
Wait,
ahead
hold
and
on.
speak for it now?
We can't. We have to enforce the
when
rules.
can I come back and speak for
Wait,
it?
hold on. I want to put my headphones in. Make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you do my earrings though? Yeah, I'm going out. But can you hear my earrings? Is it annoying though? 'Cause I'm gonna be walking. That's why I'm like. Well, hold on. Hold on, let me. In the words of the Turkish dude, let me strut real quick. Oh my God, not me being Eva. I hope she's okay. Can you hear my earrings? Okay, hold on. Let me take them. I'm gonna take them. I'll take them out for now because they're large enough for me to wear them as a bracelet. Being a black woman is crazy. Okay. I mean, I'm also being fiscally irresponsible. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, it's like I hate being in this motherfucking house. Are we still live? Oh, okay. I was gonna say something inappropriate. Save it for later.
Good afternoon. Hello. Yep. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Matt Zabo, City Administrative Officer. The question is regarding the question around police hiring, correct? All right. So the issue which was raised in the financial status report that is before you is the trajectory of hiring for LAPD. The adopted budget authorized 240 hires, 6 classes of 40 officers. LAPD has hired at a greater rate than what was adopted, and although the financial status report provides information up through October, through the end of October, we now can project that based on the December class, which was 56 recruits, that the department will have exhausted the authority provided in the adopted budget. So in the financial status report, we provided the budget committee with 4 options. Option A would be to limit the hiring of additional officers to what was approved in the budget at 240. That would mean essentially that there would be no additional hiring for the remainder of the year. There was option B was 360 officers, option C 410, and option D 480. The cost impact for that additional hiring
I wasn't listening, sorry. Eric just texted me. He is saying that 5051 is basically bailing on the Mayor Bass protest, and like it's us on the front lines right now, which I'm not like shocked at by any means, but like, come on, don't be a pussy. But go back, sorry. Well, yeah, it's like, oh, well, they don't want us to get too close because it's a Christmas. Like, fuck the Christmas party. Who cares? I'm glad it's a Christmas party. Good. Yeah, at Mayor Bass's house, the Getty House. And so there is a Christmas party at the same time that we are having our protest. And so because we post everything online and we need to stop doing that because it would have been a great ambush if they had no idea. But basically the organizers of the event, D51, they got a call from, I guess, the W Chief of Staff saying that they will meet with them 300 feet away from the Getty House. So basically not disturbing the Christmas party, and we are now complying with law enforcement. And I'm not there, I'm not on the ground, I'm getting updates. But what it seems like has happened, because they just started marching maybe like an hour ago, and now that they're at the Getty House, it seems as though everyone who was an organizer with that organization is walking away, and everyone who is a true protester, like doing it for the cause, basically saying like F you to the man, they're all staying. And it's just like typical, of course. Of course. Wait, hold on, I'm getting pictures. Oh, it is. It is like a family reunion. No new faces. Oh, John. Oh, the stage guy is there. Typical. I'm so annoyed. Oh, Sardidia's there. Oh, Liz is there. Liz looks hot. Liz always looks hot. Oh, Ray's there. Oh, everyone's there. I'm like, you guys have a little crossfade. I might cry. Sardidia's there. Oh, how cute. But yeah, the police have it taped off completely. They couldn't even go through if they wanted to. Oh, Gabe! Gabe's wearing an American flag around his waist. You would love that. Oh, I like that Sosa and Liz are a little booed up right now. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. That doesn't strike me as peculiar at all.
Additional officers to what was approved in the budget at 240. That would mean essentially that there would be no additional hiring for the remainder of the year.
Yeah. And the year just started.
there was option B was 360 officers, option C 410, and option D 480. The cost impact for that additional hiring for this current fiscal year is provided in the report. It is also the cost impact, the ongoing cost impact for fiscal 26-27 is also included in the report, as well as the potential reserve fund impact if that additional hiring is authorized without other funds identified to cover the cost for this fiscal year. As it relates to the reserve fund impact, we do not recommend that additional hiring be authorized from the funded by the reserve fund. So to the extent that the desire of the council is to authorize additional hiring, additional funds would need to be identified from other accounts that have already been appropriated that would not have a reserve fund impact.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, please. Yeah, period. No. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Also, don't be shady. Get a fucking number. Yeah, yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Which is T. I will say that is T. I was gonna say, I also feel like that's not fair to be like, hey, I wouldn't say use this account, but I don't know where else you're gonna get the money from, but don't use this account.
That is essentially where we are. The Budget Committee adopted option A, which is no new hiring right now, but instructed my office to come back in January, as early as possible in January, to report on funding options to continue hiring in a manner that would not trigger layoffs, that would not have a reserve fund impact, and that would not affect public works operations.
And so where you leave off with this council is you were asked to go find resources, you found resources, and that's part of what's before us today?
There are, in one of the amendments, and I'm sorry, Mr. President, I don't have the number of the amendment, but one of the amendments, which lists 6 sources that could fund the $4.4 million, which would be required to hire an additional 170 officers. That would bring the total amount to 410. That would have an impact for this fiscal year of $4.4 million. We identified 6 sources where we are projecting there will be year-end savings that we could reduce and transfer to the police department for that hiring. That is reflected in the motion, the amendment, I believe, from Councilmember Lee.
All right. I got a few members on the queue, starting with Councilmember Hernandez. Councilmember McCosker.
Oh.
You're on here. You don't have to speak if you don't want to.
No, I was just going to ask about that. Thanks very much, Mr. CIO. So we do have the 3 amending motions, and the one you referred to is 40B, which has the 6 categories. And the categories are $1 million.
Stop. Wait, don't tell him. 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 It's so good. Don't tell him.
$1 million from Human Resources Benefits Fund, 400 grand from the Innovation Fund, 700 from the Leasing Fund, 500,000 from General Purposes and CD 12, $1.5 million general purposes for Embrace LA, 300 grand for general city purposes, Heritage Month celebration and events. And I was going to ask really about financial policies. I mean, we do have a financial policy. It has been said in conversation that using one-time funds would violate financial policies. I don't know if that's entirely the case. Financial policy number 4 says the city will avoid using one-time revenues to fund ongoing operations or services, the use of unencumbered funds, et cetera, and it defines what one-time funds are. It doesn't say that they're prohibited from being used. We instruct ourselves to avoid using them, and I think we do use one-time funds quite often, sort of at the end of the year when we find ourselves in a pinch. What's unusual about this is using one-time funds to grow a program in response to the budget note. And if I misspeak, just let me know. But the budget note or the budget motion that we have says that, and I'm looking at motion number 35, Lee Rodriguez, that says that in its pertinent part that we have put into the budget 6 classes totaling 240 police officers, but the department is authorized to recruit and hire up to 480, and this is an important part, and restore civilian positions. Well, let's not forget civilians. Identified for layoffs, contingent upon funding availability as reported by the CAO in the 2nd or 3rd financial status reports, and subject to the City Council and Mayor's determination that the additional hiring is responsive to the department's needs. I think that's pretty clear. That's clear to me anyway. And to the city's fiscal condition. I think that's the one that's unclear. So I don't know that using one-time funds is prohibited. It's discouraged. We are to avoid it. But the real issue becomes next year. What do we do? What do we do to continue these positions? If we do the full 480, I think that number is $33 million in next year's budget. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Not really a question. Thank you.
Thank you. I have Councilmember Hurtado.
Thank you, Council President. CAO, thank you for being here. I just have a question, because when we were faced with trying to fund Represent LA, and we asked our department to find funding, because I believe in a holistic public safety approach that includes undocumented immigrant folks in our city. And so investing in those communities, helping them through this tough time. I mean, various council offices from their own funds have been providing money for food distribution, rental assistance, unarmed crisis response. But when we asked to find money for Represent LA, which is the legal defense fund for our immigrants and the family source centers, you found 0 pockets of money for it. But here, there's money available everywhere. And so what was the difference? Why couldn't you find the money for our immigrants and their public safety then?
Oh, so now she wants to clock in
The difference,
for work.
Councilmember, really is
Better late than never, I guess.
the calendar.
Wow.
We are now 6 months into the fiscal year, and we are in a better position to make an assessment on various accounts that may have year-end surpluses that we weren't in that position to make that assessment at that time. For, as an example, one of the items is reduction in the Human Resource Benefits Fund for police health and welfare. At that time, we did not have the information that would lead us to
I was wondering, I was like, did you speed it up? Yeah, yeah.
now 6 months into the fiscal year, and we are in a better position to make an assessment on various accounts that may have year-end surpluses that we weren't in that position to make that assessment at that time. For, as an example, One of the items is a reduction in the Human Resource Benefits Fund for police health and welfare.
Health and welfare.
At that time, we did not have the information that would lead us to believe that attrition for LAPD would be higher than planned. The additional dollars, the $1 million that we cite for the Human Resources Benefits Fund will be savings as a result of that higher attrition. We know there's going to be higher attrition now, and so we can confirm that there will be savings in that account. The same goes for the leasing account. In fact, it was just yesterday at the Municipal Facilities Committee that it was determined there would be savings in that account. So it really is has nothing to do with the subject matter. It has to do with we're now towards the end of December, and we have better foresight as to what would likely be year-end balances that could be reduced without service impact.
So if I had created the motion last week, then you would have found the money now, because it's a different point in time in the calendar?
The availability of year-end balances is much clearer now than it was. Yes, that wasn't available. That information wasn't available to us then. It just wasn't.
Okay. The second thing I want to bring up is,
Bullshit. And like I was looking up his title, the communication from the city administrative officer. Like, who the fuck are you? We've been saying this shit all summer. I mean, fair, I guess. I guess my only rebuttal would be similarly to the general public comment of, well, how about all the other departments go over their budget? It's like we're in an emergency. Like, people need help. People need money. People need resources. People need lawyers. Like, if people are gonna be furloughed, I would rather it be for the good of the city versus LAPD. Period.
Seems like this pot of money that
I mean,
folks are
also
looking
that.
at is also special events. And in the District 14, we have many major events that go through our district. We are aware First Amendment protests happen a lot, especially now during, the civil unrest with this Trump administration. And continually, we found that First Amendment protests have been.
She said his name. She said his name. She said they don't come anymore, but I will champion. Now that distance makes the heart go fonder. I'm screaming. She said I miss them.
Especially now during, the civil unrest with this Trump administration. And continually, we found that First Amendment protests have been denied because of lack of LA DOT staffing. And as a result, LAPD has been staffing those events. I think partially from the goodness, in Eagle Rock for a Veterans Day event, I saw LAPD sworn officers putting up and putting down, those A stands for the event and really being safety patrol for it, even though that wasn't what they were supposed to do that day. And so to me, that doesn't seem like the best use of our resources, right? Especially, when these LA special events permits get denied for First Amendment, which actually don't need their approval or otherwise, my district has been asked to front load those costs. For example, today, the Lady of Guadalupe, which was held by CHIRLA, had a working group for over 2 months to get this approved. It was denied, and absent my office's intervention and paying $25,000 for their peaceful protest, they weren't going to be allowed to do it, even though they were committed. Second,
Wait, pause. 25. Wait, Gerardo was saying that Gerardo paid $20,000 so Chirla could get a permit to protest. That's the clip, babe. That's the clip. Everyone needs to know that. Everyone needs to know that. Everyone needs to know that. That's the clip, babe. Well, how about this is how we show her. This is how we show her. We take that, you edit it up, you edit the hell out of that clip. Add Gabe, add Katie, add Alex, maybe add Sosa, and send it to Dylan and David, and be like, this is how we can help you if only you would include us. You don't even believe in it. I know.
I think a month and a half ago, and paying $25,000. Chirla had a working group for over 2 months to get this approved. It was denied, and absent my office's intervention and paying $25,000 for their peaceful protest, they weren't going to be allowed to do it, even though they were committed. Secondly, I think a month and a half ago, my office paid $20,000 for the 6th Street Bridge action, speaking against the cruelty of the Trump administration. Prior to that, they had a march from El Pueblo down to the Metro Detention Center, which we tried to get permitted, but they were outside the timeline. And during that event, LAPD then arrested the Ornaleros, the musicians there, and then used many reset officers to really prepare for arrests, because what they said was they were unlawfully on the street and blocking the street. And so to me, it would be financially prudent for the city to pay for LADOT LADOT to help support these special events moving forward, so that we wouldn't have to use LAPD officers to do that when it ends up in arrests that are just bad. The other thing is also the liabilities that come from LAPD staffing First Amendment. Can you tell me how much this year the city has paid for LAPD-related lawsuits? I mean, how much LAPD-related lawsuits have caused liabilities for the city?
Council member, I don't have that information in front of me in terms of the
It's $45.3 million. It's half of every liability dollar we have spent. One department is responsible half of the legal damage to the city, and that should stop the city in its tracks. When I calculated 8,700 officers, we pay their salary, and per officer for this $45.3 million liability, we're spending $5,000 per officer as a incoming cost for additional liability that we didn't predict. Now you're asking for 410 officers times 5,000 per head for, let's expect more liabilities to continue. That's additional, I think, $2 million or $3 million or $4 million that we're gonna expect in liability that's not predicted. And I think for this body, when we look at other departments, the city attorney included, who is running up nearly 20 million in outside counsel overruns, we as a body say that's too much. You can't go further than what we've asked for. So let's make it make sense for everything. If the LAPD and the city attorney are driving the city into a financial ditch and our constituents are the ones getting over, then we need to make sure that we have some accountability there. And if we demand accountability from one department, we must demand it from both. And, you know, I am consistent in that public safety must come with accountability. And so I'm supportive at the end of the day of Councilmember Yar.
She literally is clocked in right now. Where has this woman been all summer? I'm so upset.
Accountability. And so I'm supportive at the end of the day of Councilmember Yaroslavsky's 40C motion, which includes some funding for Represent LA and special events, because I do think it's going to improve public safety. And I think it talks to kind of the needs of my district, which are diverse in nature, all over. And so at the end of the day, I think we can't let departments like the city attorney and PD bankrupt our city services when our families are begging us. But I do understand that it is a tough balance. And so I'm supportive of 40C, which calls for a holistic approach to public safety, which is what my constituents are asking for. Thank you.
Councilmember Rahman.
What's holistic? What does she mean by holistic? Like in this context, I don't really understand. Her. Yeah.
I had a clarifying question about the numbers, hiring numbers for LAPD. I think from the press releases that we've seen, as well as any available public data, we are not at the 240 cap yet. And the reason why I ask is because we're having this conversation about authorizing more funding without, I think, having a more fulsome conversation about where the funding for long-term ongoing costs for staffing is going to come from for new recruits. The Budget Committee asked for that conversation to happen in January, which made sense to me. And I am just wondering why we're doing this today when, based on the press releases that I have seen, that conversation to happen in January, which made sense to me. And I am just wondering why we're doing this today when, based on the press releases that I have seen, I think there's been about 170 recruits coming through the recruiting classes, which puts us quite a ways off from the total 240 cap and gives us a little bit more time to do the work that we need to do in order to make the right decision for the city. I think everyone here wants to get to a safer city. We want to make sure that we have the tools to do it. But we also know that if we make the wrong decisions today, we're going to be looking at layoffs in our next budget cycle, which is bleaker than the last.
So as it relates to the numbers, Council Member, on July 12th of 2025, there was a class of 31 officers hired. On August 9th, there was a class of 27 officers hired. On September 6th, there was a class of 32. On October 4th, there was a class of 33. On November 1st, there was a class of 31. And on November 29th, there was a class of 30. The current December class, which is scheduled for the 27th of December, there were 56 offers made. If all 56
And all 56 are likely to graduate.
I can't address that.
26 more, or 23 more than the highest number that we've seen so far.
Yes, I can't address why the number is higher. I can.
He can't address that if they're going to graduate or if the numbers are higher.
Graduate.
I can't address that.
26 more, or 23 more than the highest number that we've seen so far.
Yes, I can't address why the number is higher. I'm just providing the information.
I guess I was asking, are all 56 likely to graduate?
It varies. In the July class, there were 40 offers made. Thank you. I'll defer to LAPD on this. Thank you.
And I'll ask our general manager of personnel to come up as well, because this is a shift in, when we made this decision, the numbers were significantly lower per month than what we're actually seeing now. So we need some light on, one, is what we're seeing temporary and likely to go down? Because I think, Councilmember Rahman's point is right. We haven't gotten to the 240. Why should, what is the basis for believing that we would make it to 400? Especially when we haven't even met the number for the mid-year.
And also just want to clarify here, we want to have this conversation in January. And I'm sure that everyone on the Budget Committee would be very happy to have the conversation as early as possible in January. So if we are going to be at, we want to make this decision before the next class comes in and puts us over the 240, we're not there yet.
I was going to say, I thought they had numbers. I thought they already hired 200 people, but they haven't yet. That's TV. Wow. What were you going to say? Give me the help of bitch. Bitch. Literally. And you don't even know if I'm gonna graduate. 1,000%. I was gonna say I have to go because my phone's at 45%, and my evening is starting. But this is tea. I'm so pissed off at the office right now. Can we finish this later? Can we finish this when like? Can we finish this later? Can we finish this later? Oh, okay. With your life. Yeah. I was gonna say, or when I'm like, or like in a few hours, when I'm a little drunk. I know. That's why I'm like, I know. And this is my stop too, so I do have to actually go. Bye.